Mr. Chairman, members of the committee, for the record, Jim Lembke testifying on behalf of United for Missouri and our 75,000 members across the state. We want to go on record in support of Senate Bill 546. I don't think that I can improve on how the sponsor, Senator Lembke, described this bill, so I want to share just a few words with the committee from a Supreme Court decision. NFIB versus Sebelius, June 28, 2012. By denying any one government complete jurisdiction over all concerns of public life, federalism protects the liberty of the individual from arbitrary power. In the typical case we look at, the states need to defend their prerogative by adopting the simple expedient of not yielding to federal banishments. When they do not want to embrace federal policies as their own. The states are separate and independent sovereigns. Sometimes they have to act like it. That's out of the Supreme Court decision, NFIB versus Sebelius. It has to do with Obamacare and how it affects the 50 sovereign states. I think that we need to look at ways that we can defend the rights of fellow Missourians that were elected to represent in this body, in that they have spoken very clearly on numerous occasions that they don't want our state to have anything to do with it. So we support this bill on behalf of our 75,000 members and also those Missourians, over 70%, that said they didn't want Obamacare to be implemented in our state. Thank you.
Very good. Any questions? Senator Munslinger.
Chairman, thank you. And I don't know who may be best to answer this, but I believe in the sponsor's comments. You commented that the written language, and then you mentioned they wanted to back up that wasn't the intent. So you're trying to codify what was actually in written language in this? I mean,
yeah. So it's in question. So it's very clear that subsidies are only supposed to flow through state-created exchanges, and so there are lawsuits that are moving through the court system that go specifically to the heart of this issue. The IRS has ruled in the rulemaking process that that the subsidies would flow through either two exchanges. So this is where, you know, when we try to push back on a federal law and we say, look, and in this example, if we told insurance companies, well, if you do something that's a federal law, then we're going to pull your license. Well, that won't pass through the courts because they're in fact following federal law. In this example, federal law, as written, is what we're asking them to do, and then when they take the subsidies from the federal exchange, they're violating that federal law. That makes it more likely to withstand the court process.
okay, thank you.
Any other questions? Seeing none, thank you for your testimony. The next person to testify in support of Senate Bill 546.